Have you noticed that this culture constantly tells you to be yourself and to express yourself, but as soon as you do, you are instantly trolled, mocked, criticized, and ostracized? This is turning you into a dull gray person and transforming this planet into a dull gray world. Despite what it may say, this culture does not want you to be yourself. This world is a factory for generating masses of unthinking clones and drones. The last thing this world wants is for you to be an intelligent, educated, free-thinking, and creative individual. In fact, many countries in this world, including the United States, base their education system on the Prussian model. John Taylor Gatto had this to say about the Prussian education system. The Prussian mind held a clever idea of what centralized schooling should deliver. 1. Obedient soldiers to the army. 2. Obedient workers for mines, factories, and farms. 3. Well-subordinated civil servants trained in their function. 4. Well-subordinated clerks for the industry. 5. Citizens who thought alike on most issues. 6. National uniformity in thought, word, and deed. It's time to raise your middle fingers to this factory of uniformity and conformity and become who you truly are. But what I'm going to tell you is that you shouldn't be yourself. You should become yourself. Now, to understand what this means, I want to tell you about something very important that I learned growing up. When I was growing up, I had this intense optimism for people. And what I meant by that is that I would meet people and I would think, wow, everyone is going to grow up to be so amazing. You know, they're going to grow up to be great artists or musicians or scientists or philosophers. And I'm just so excited about this, and I can't wait till we're all actualized and I can learn from people and meet people and discover more about them and our world and grow and learn. But I quickly realized that my optimism was foolhardy because all of these young people had great potential, but they all squandered it. They didn't become anything. They didn't put in the work to express or actualize themselves. They became just part of the dull, monotonous, banal herd. This is something that deeply saddens me because this place is all about actualizing yourself and then being able to learn from others that have done so as well. But nobody is doing this. They are all set on the factory preset. No one is exploring themselves and actualizing themselves. This is why I originally was very attracted to the artistic community, because I thought that at the very least the artistic community would be intent on creating themselves. But what I quickly realized is that even most creatives, it was just an aesthetic. They may make themselves look interesting, but they didn't do any personal work, no personal growth. It was a book with a very pretty cover, but empty pages. This is not what this life, this is not what this world, this is not what this experience is about. But this culture is geared towards breeding individuals that are brainwashed and other-directed and don't take any time to work on themselves. If you see this and it saddens and disgusts you as well, and you want to break the mold, then don't be yourself, become yourself. Now, what does this mean? The reason why we say become yourself is because a lot of people use be yourself as an excuse to be lazy. They won't do any personal work, and they'll just binge watch TV or Netflix, and they'll just say, well, I'm just quirky, I'm just being myself, that's who I am. This idea of, oh, that's just who I am, is toxic. What we need to do is become ourselves. To become yourself isn't about staying the same. To be yourself implies stagnation and stillness. You are being. Becoming is a movement. It is a movement forward. Being yourself is a trap. It is an excuse for the lazy. It is stagnation. It's to stay the same and never move. It is the illusion of becoming self-actualized without making any sort of progress or any sort of movement forward. The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche said, "We, however, would seek to become what we are, the new, the unique, the incomparable, making laws for ourselves and creating ourselves." This is what becoming yourself is all about. It's about creating yourself. I want you to make a contrast in your mind. Think about this dull, gray, herd-like world where everyone is a copy, everyone is a clone. Then think of the show X-Men or the anime My Hero Academia. Think about in those shows how incredibly wild and individualistic and unique each and every character is. Now, obviously, we can't have superpowers or something like this, but Friedrich Nietzsche's idea was about creating the Übermensch, which is the superhuman. And this is someone who is intent on self-actualizing themselves. Imagine a world where everyone is so incredibly self-actualized, so incredibly superhuman, that they are as varied and unique as the characters in those shows. That is the kind of world that I want to live in. That is the kind of world that we must create. And this is why I started the Hyperion community. The Hyperion community is all about creating ourselves into those brilliant works of art. Hyper means higher and beyond and over. It's about becoming higher and really reaching into your depths and actualizing your potential. The people of this world are so incredibly boring, nauseatingly banal. I remember meeting people and being able to predict exactly what they're going to say, the things that they're going to talk about, the lame jokes that they're going to make. Everyone was just an exact copy after copy after copy. And not only did this sadden me, but it made me angry because this world is about learning and growing with others. And this place was ripping that potential away from me, taking that opportunity away because it is a world of herd-like people, a gray and dull world. And we, the Hyperion community, are all about creating a new world of fully actualized individuals where we have evolved into gods and goddesses. The great wonders of a Hyperion world won't just be its monuments, it will be its people. We are works of art. So don't be yourself. Don't be stagnant. Don't stay the same. Create yourself and become yourself. Don't be who you are, become who you are. Constantly work on yourself, and not just on the cover, but on the pages of the book. Actualize yourself, teach yourself, educate yourself, explore your mind, explore your world, explore your creativity in every avenue possible. You are a character in this story, and you can be any character that you want. Are you going to be a sad, dull background character? Supporting role, or are you going to be a lead, a main character full of vibrancy? So don't be yourself, become yourself. If you're interested in the new humanity and the new world we're creating, check out this video here called Become Beyond Human. And if you're interested in actualizing your true self, watch this video on your higher self. Make sure you subscribe right now and consider becoming a supporter on Patreon so I can bring you even more content. My name is Morg, and I am Hyperion. Ad Astra, to the stars.